There was a really wonderful YouTube clip that Tom sent me about how amazing things are in the world and how we complain about everything. A man was flying, and it's like, here you are in a chair up in the air, hurtling through space, and you're complaining because your seat won't go back. I mean, if you think about that, you know, it's very irritating that your seat won't go back, but look at where you are.
So I had a story about pushing the seat back, and it's really a good one. A few years ago, I was on this trip to Africa to volunteer for a nature preserve with my partner. And it's a long, long trip to Africa, as you know. And the seat, there was somebody that was pushing their knee in the seat behind my partner, and she was getting really, really upset. I said, just ask the man. And she said, he's German, he doesn't understand English. She wouldn't do it. I'm like, I'll ask him. No, you know, and I'm like, okay, you know. So finally she pushed and pushed and pushed and threw her neck out, like really bad. So, you know, I'm like this Feldenkrais person, and I was, you know, I thought, oh man, you know, that's a bad injury. I was looking at her neck. And so I was trying to help her a little bit and just shaking my head like, why didn't you just ask the guy, you know? And here we are above 33,000 whatever feet. I'm just like, this is so ridiculous. But, you know, this drama went on. And initially I was just like, you know, just let it be. But the reality of having to take care of her and kind of ruining this part, quote, of my mental image of what things should be like. There was a monkey that started biting us, you know, at this place, and she couldn't turn her head.
In the plane?
No, in Africa.
Oh, in Africa.
In Africa.
Okay.
In Africa. I mean, it was just this one nightmare after another, and I was like, it wasn't my thing. It was all her thing. Yeah. But I was supposed to help, you know, and it was this dynamic between us, you know, and I was just having the time of my life. You know, I was having a good time, but her suffering was so huge. Oh my gosh. And it was really a challenge because I realized what happened was my anxiety that she wouldn't change really got me. Like I was trying to fix her neck, you know. I was up all night for days, you know, trying to help so she could be more fun to be with. Yeah. Spoiling, harshing my mellow, as they say. So, I mean, it's really not funny, but it's hysterical, you know. It's just so. It was a lesson that lasted a really long time. But it's taken a while to watch people in their suffering and have this sense of that's me, you know, and how to be, because it immediately reflects to my own anxiety of just even tolerating their suffering. Yeah.
You mean like
that I can't be joyful when someone is suffering like that.
And so you actually contribute to the pool of suffering in solidarity with suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as if there's, I don't know, it's like, and then I stop loving them, and I'm trying to fix them, and all this, you know. And so yesterday, I thought you'd like the story. There were these children, my niece and nephew's kids, and they were terrified of these bugs. They were just afraid of bugs. And so at first I wanted to change them, because I thought, this is bad. It's bad that they're so, and they were trying to drown this one bug, you know. And I wanted to, you know, teach them a lesson.
Love the bugs.
Love the bugs. Yeah. And then I don't know, it came, but I was just like, I saw that life, because I love the bugs. But not like everybody should love the bugs. I love the bugs. And so I took the little bug, and they were horrified, and I took it out of this bucket of water that they were trying to drown it in, and I said, look, that's where my friend Harry is supposed to live, right there. And they were like, that's your friend? And I said, that's Harry. What was he doing in that bucket? You know, and I'm like, he's
That's
trying
beautiful.
to eat. And so, you know, and then they were like, look, his antlers are feeling better now, you know. It was
That's really beautiful.
It was so cool. And then and so all night long, they're terrified of every insect, like the flies and the moths. And I'm like, well, that's Jennifer up there, you know. I haven't seen her in days, you know. And so after a while, they go, Annie, there's one of your friends. Is that Sarah over there?
Oh, it's beautiful.
And so this morning, I get an email from their mother and saying, Annie, my daughter woke up this morning, and there were 3 of your friends in her bedroom. She wanted you to know.
This is beautiful. What a teaching story this is. This is so profound. Oh, this is so beautiful.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
You've enriched my life so much.
Oh, what an enrichment this is. I hope it makes it to YouTube. Really. Really. I mean, such a teaching, you know. Internally and externally. Not fixing them, just being willing to love who you loved and point out to them, these are my friends. And they caught it from you. Rather than you should love these creatures. They help the earth. Oh, so different. So enlightened. It's enlightened teaching. It's an enlightened teaching story. If you really let it sink in, it has so many ramifications. Because it was being true to yourself and the love you felt. You didn't have to compromise that. You didn't have to spank them because they weren't loving who you loved. But you just said, I love. I love, and this is who I love. And it actually was an invitation then, that they could join or not. Maybe they wouldn't have, but they did. Because it's natural to love. It may not be normal, and we may have many, many programs in there that override it out of fears of safety or fears of annihilation, fears of being wrong. But it's natural. Oh, I'm so touched by that.